the Queen of Hearts? Or, as I suggested only a moment ago, is it possible these women would seek out each other's company? Yes. Yes, indeed. The fatal vanity of the sex proves me correct. That's one, that's two, that's three, and that's four. Thank you very much.
That we're going to be dealing with the three elements of fire, air, and water.
That's correct, right.
Well, I thought we'd create a bit of water magic now. Could you hold up your hand a little bit, please?
Sure, watch.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Follow me.
myself for the flaming miracle, I would like to demonstrate to you why I am known in many circles as the great Landoni. Now, this is a fantastic trick to do at cocktail parties. You'll thrill them if it's really an incredibly dull cocktail party. Just take a napkin and shred it up. Just tear it up into little pieces, roll it into a tight ball, like so. Take it like this, reach into your pocket, get your coin. If you don't have a coin, use an olive, tap it 3 times. And, of course, voila, as it is in the magic world, the napkin's whole again. Nothing. They'll love you for it. Let me show you how to do it. When you go to the party, go into a closet where it's dark and roll it up into a ball. Put it in your hand like this, and you stroll into the party. No one will ever know. You see a friend, give him a wave. Don't do this. Now, when the time comes, you just take a napkin, shred it, roll it up into a ball like so. Squeeze it tight. Like this. Now, when you reach for the coin, you make a big thing out of it. While you're doing that, you are switching napkins. Coin is meaningless, obviously. Money's not worth a thing anymore. Now you unroll the napkin, and there you have it. The only problem that I have is that Doug has never told me what to do with the pieces that I have left in my hand.
Michael, you're never supposed to show the audience these pieces because they'll say, if you're a real magician, why do you restore these?
Well, I can't. I've ripped them up.
Yeah, everyone knows it's impossible.
To the moment that I've been looking forward to and dreading all evening. The amazing and dangerous flaming miracle. We have firefighting apparatus standing by, but the danger to Doug is both immediate and possibly devastating. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Henning in Flaming Miracle. Without any protective garment of any kind, Doug will place himself in that cylinder, which is encased in highly inflammable paper. And the heat inside will reach a minimum of 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit. Enough heat to melt copper and tin. So you can imagine what it can do to the human body. Almost. First of all, I'm delighted to see you're back in one piece. You're not charred around the edges, and there's one thing you haven't done tonight, but after all the super things, I hate to even bring it up.
It's the elephant, isn't it?
Now that you brought it up, yes, it's the elephant.
Would you believe that nothing's impossible? If I was to produce the elephant right now?
Doug, that would be even more impressive than my napkin trick.
I doubt it, but here goes anyway. Remember, I said that nothing's impossible. I just hope the elephant has as much faith as I have.
Night on the big event. That was the year that was. An irreverent look at our bicentennial year. With hosts Blythe Danner, Buck Henry, Robert Klein, and Brenda Vaccaro. Plus guests Art Buchwald, Rex Reed, Gloria Steinem, and many more. That was the year that was. Sunday at 9:30, 8:30 Central on NBC. Stay tuned now for Once an Eagle next.
A trick for me?
You're such a nice guy. I don't want to.
Oh,
I'd rather just play a game, okay?
Well, play whatever you want to do.
That way we're kind of, equal.
Okay.
And I won't cheat you.
You won't cheat?
No, this is just fun. This is just fun.
No cheating now.
No, it's a beer game. There's your beer.
Ooh.
There's your tube. Kids, you can go home and try this. Now, this is a do as I do kind of thing, Billy.
Yeah.
Now, you got to do what I do. If you do what I do, you win. If you don't do what I do, you lose, okay?
All right, great.
Show them your beer.
Here's my beer.
Show them your tube. Show them your beer.
Here's my beer.
You're good. You done this before? This is good. Cover your beer.
Okay.
Now, go like this. Do as I do. Go once.
Once.
Twice.
Twice.
Is your beer right side up?
Right side up.
That's a point for you.
Okay.
Once.
Once.
Twice.
Twice.
3 times. Is your beer upside down?
Upside down.
2 for you. Okay.
Oh, see, keep it
upside down.
Upside down.
All right. Once.
Once.
Twice.
Twice.
Is your beer right side up?
It's upside down.
You screwed up. Don't make him feel bad. Start the way I'm going.
All right, so that's like that.
That's
right?
1 for me, 1 for you. Okay.
Right.
Show him your beer.
Here's my beer.
Once.
Once.
Twice.
Twice.
Again.
Again.
Is it right side up?
It's upside down.
Ha-ha. Forget it. You can't do it. You didn't get one of these.
You said you weren't going to cheat.
I know. I lied.
Oh, okay. Here, take that.
Okay.
And have fun. Harry Anderson.
Many of you may not know I am a trained professional pickpocket. Got this off a guy in the lobby. Here's one you'll like. The production of a live bird from a hat. That never works. Here's one. I will take this railroad spike. I will take any man or woman from the audience. I will place them into a mild hypnotic trance. I will take the spike, I will jam it through their skull. This is good. This is very good. And yet, they will feel practically no pain. Very little. Just a little bit. Very little bit. Is there a volunteer? Huh? You guys aren't into the geek stuff? Is that it? What kind of tricks you like? Animals. Rabbits? Okay. I got a rabbit trick. I don't think it's nearly as dramatic. Now, lady, it was dead already. Little Nadia Comaneci. There we go. 9 points. A classic of magic, the rabbit in hat trick. Here's an amazing feat. Actually, it's his good luck charm. Don't bother me, I've got an easy one here. Card trick. Okay. Everybody look at the cards. Get one card in mind. You don't think I can do it, huh? I've been in tighter spots than this. Everybody look at the card. Folks at home, get a card. Grandma, too, you all got one? Okay. One more time, you can change your mind. Go ahead, don't look at them too much, just long enough to get one card. Okay. All right. Now, if I told you that I got you all thinking of the same card, you'd say, hell, there's a trick to it. So, I will be more daring than that. I will not only find the card you have thought of, I will cause that very card to leap from this deck and pass into my pocket. Watch. 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 I wrote that part. Watch. It happened. Did you see it? Look for your card. Look for your card. Do you see it? No! It ain't there. And why? Because it's flown to my pocket and you were thinking of the 2 of spades. Is that it? No. Close enough? Just kidding! Just kidding! Look at that! Thanks a lot. You've been great.
Great magic from psychic phenomena. People like Uri Geller, Gene Dixon, Tamaran, are they all plugged in fact, to some otherworldly hotline whereby they can discern the thoughts of mere mortals and predict the future? Well, our next guest says they're just a bunch of fakers. That's what he says. He is, they call him the Amazing Randy, magician par excellence, and writer for Omni magazine, and he's intent on proving that so-called psychic behavior is just another bunch of show business whatever. I won't use the word welcome, Randy. Listen, one of the things that psychics like to do in demonstration is what they call telekinesis, or you call it what? You have another word?
We call it psychokinesis. Now, if you add the word, a few letters to the word, it makes it much more scientific, and it seems to be more real, you see.
Yeah. Now, what well, for those of us who may have forgotten, or never knew.
Psychokinesis really means, Judy, to move distance, objects at a distance, pardon me, by using the power of mind. Now, a fellow tried to take my $10,000 prize, which I carry around in my, I hope it's there, in my pocket at all times.
You carry a $10,000 prize in your pocket?
Well, it's a check, and I...
Quite a crowd out in the street, I'm sure, when you leave here.
Yes, indeed. Very interested folks. But I do carry this check with me because there are many people who think that they can do psychic things. This is one of the things this gentleman said he could do, and he said this was done by genuine means. I want you to watch this very carefully now. The pencil is on the edge of the table, and you simply bring your finger over here like this, and would you point about that far away? When I say go, I want you to say move, okay?
Okay.
All right, go.
Move.
And it moves. Just like that.
Oh, my God.
It's a very powerful finger. That's absolutely amazing.
Where did you learn that?
I don't know, but I'm getting a job at
California.
the Inquirer. Tomorrow, I'm going to write a column. Now, all right, how'd you do it?
Well, I found out that what he was doing by putting high-powered microphones on him, I suspected it, but we had to prove it, was simply, watch, I'll do it once more for you now, and see if you can solve it, without bringing your finger anywhere near it. Watch. Come on now. If it doesn't work, I'm in trouble. That's all.
All right, how did you do
What I'm
it?
simply doing is blowing at the table right here. I'm blowing. Watch. Now, watch my mouth. Now, you weren't watching my mouth, you're watching the pencil. Watch the pencil and watch my mouth at the same time if you can. Here we go. And I'll get the microphone close and you'll be able to hear it perhaps this time.
Now, is that why you had me say move?
Yeah. It takes the attention away from what's really happening. You understand?
You mean all those years that doing those tricks, you're blowing on the pencil? I stood there like a dummy?
That's one way of doing it.
Well, that's just one thing, but there are psychics who come on and do other kinds of things.
Oh, all kinds of things, yes.
Do you believe that all of the people who purport to be psychics are really creating acts of illusion?
Well, I think that 95% of them think that they probably can do something like this and use a little bit of trickery, they think, to help it along. You see, I've, as I say, traveled around with this check for $10,000 in my pocket wrong side, all this time, and that check is awardable to any person who can produce one psychic event of any kind under proper observing conditions. Now, having traveled with it all this time and never having to give up a nickel of it, I begin to suspect that there aren't any such things as psychics. I can't say there isn't any more than I can say there's no Santa Claus.
Well, how do you explain, I mean, I think all of us, Judy and I, have experienced things where people have predicted things or told us things that they couldn't possibly know.
Yeah.
What is that, blind luck?
Well, you see, you have to judge them. You have to take all of the evidence in hand, and that's really that's a very lengthy question to answer. And haven't got time to get into that particular thing. It's called cold reading, and it's a technique whereby they can get feedback from you by dilation of the pupils, by your reaction, by your yeses and nos or doubtful looks. It's a very complicated technique, but some of them are very good at it. Now, one of the psychics, for example, who's a nominee this year for the Uri Award, our Bent Spoon Award that Omni Magazine and myself give out every year on April the 1st. It's a handy day to happen to use for that. And the Bent Spoon Award, named after Uri Geller, the famous comedian and magician from Israel who convinced a lot of people he really had psychic powers many years ago, and some people still believe that he has psychic powers, believe it or not. For example, Irene Hughes, she made something like 12 predictions in the National Enquirer at one time, and she was 100% wrong. Now, that gets an Uri in my estimation. She's only one of the nominees. We've got all kinds of nominees.
The nominees are, right. Got them all wrong.
Yeah.
What about Jean Dixon? Let's talk about Jean Dixon.
Jean Dixon, for example, you can, she is probably the most failed psychic in history, because if you review, pardon me, her predictions for any one year in things like the Enquirer and the National Star and whatever, whoever she signed up with that particular year, you'll find that she's almost 100% wrong. For example, in 1978, she said 3 predictions: that Carter would resign, wrong; that Farrah Fawcett Majors at that time would get a crew cut, wrong. The third one is her big winner. She said Pope Paul VI would amaze everyone with his vitality, and he died 2 weeks later.
I missed that one about Farrah Fawcett getting a crew cut.
Yes.
What's Jean taking? Why would you make a ridiculous prediction like that?
Here's the thing. Doug, as he mentioned at the top of the show, is doing a series on it. There is no doubt something there. Ooh, there is something there, don't you?
I doubt it, Judy, because for 35 years I've looked into these things and looked for the evidence of one psychic power. If I haven't found it in all that time, I begin strongly to doubt it. That's as far as I can go.
But what about all the evidence about the Rhines who did research in, what is it?
No one takes the Rhine
Russians
stuff.
who are apparently working on...
Yeah, but the Russians are doing exactly the kind of thing that I did here. And one of the tricks that one of the Russian women, Kulagina, was doing with the Russians was the same trick that I did here with the pencil. Exactly the same.
Let me ask you this. Now, I know this happens all the time to you, and it's unfair to ask you about something when you weren't there to observe it.
Of course.
But last week, Kreskin was here. Gave me a digital clock.
Yes.
Right? I stood over there. He sat here. There's no way he could have seen the thing. And I just kept hitting buttons, and he said, stop anytime you want. I stopped. He said, okay. And then he said the second just changed, and then he hit the number on the clock on the head.
Doug, it's a remarkable performance, but if you go into a magic shop and know what to ask for and have the right connections, you too can learn to do that trick. It's a standard trick. It's part of the repertoire.
Randy, without interrupting,
it's excellent, but
could I challenge you to teach Doug that trick and
Doug,
come back and
you can do it right this second. It only takes 5 seconds. Remember the clock, that clock you said doesn't move? Say move.
Move.
Look at it. Has it now moved as you wanted me to move it previously?
Did you run over there and move the hands when...
Would I do a thing like that?
Yeah, you would.
Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? I mean, after all.
Listen, one quick question. You know, why, you are an illusionist, that's how you
right.
make your living, aside from being a writer. Why is it that you feel the need to debunk those other people?
Because I find I have a responsibility. The 35 years I've been in the magic business, audiences out there have rewarded me by giving me their money as admission to theaters and whatnot, and they've given me something more than that. They've given me a certain amount of authority. They've given me the pleasure of their company. I owe it, because I have the expertise to be able to see through these things, to appear on public television like this, and as we're doing the Uri Awards on April the 1st, and to write for Omni Magazine and do these articles to tell people the truth behind these things. They should not be burdened with the misinformation that they are burdened.
I mean, if yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thanks for being with us.
It's been a pleasure.
And we're going to have to make you disappear now because we're out of time. Carol Ann Rinsler will be with us when we continue, right after this.
Very well said.
Harness me, good night, a city, eh? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever the show is being shown. I'm here once again on behalf of the famous Magician School, and I know that many of you have expressed a great deal of, well, skepticism as to whether, in fact, there really is a famous Magician School. I'm going to show you just the sort of extraordinary things we can teach you. In fact, I can do some very advanced sort of tricks. I can summon spirits. That's right, they won't come, but I can summon them. And given the circumstance, I think if now is not a good time as any to present the ne plus ultra of illusionary magic, the by now illustrious egg bag illusion. One of your favorites, saying, oh goody, the egg bag. I have here a bag, and coincidentally enough, I do indeed inside have an egg. Hence the name of the illusion, the egg bag. You see the correlation between reality and surreality? Is it not marvelous? Now, the illusion, please, it only throws off my timing. I'm going to take this egg, place it in the bag in this manner, and cause it to vanish. Now, what could be simpler? What could be simpler? And yet, simple as that illusion may appear, there are some magicians who have a tendency to cheat. Yes, hold your cry of disdain. Cheat at the illusion. They perform the illusion like this. They place the egg in the bag, like so. And the egg is actually behind the bag, you see? Yeah. Now, once the egg's behind the bag, they can turn the bag inside out to show it's vanished, and in doing so, they're actually placing the egg in the bag. Is it not then simplicity itself to produce the vanished egg? Is it not? And yet, simple as that illusion may appear, there are some magicians who have a tendency to cheat even more so. Please hold your cry of declamation, please. Even I know how you people feel. Try and contain yourselves. You've done very well so far. So I'm going to show you precisely what I'm talking about. They perform the illusion like this. They place the egg in the bag, like so. And the egg is actually in their hand, do you see? Yeah. So simple once you know how it's done, isn't it? Now, once the egg's in their hand, it's a very simple matter indeed, is it not, to secret it under the arm, show that the bag is empty, which of course it is. To regain the egg, they employ the age-old art of misdirection. That is, they hold the bag at arm's length and employ a subtle movement with this hand to momentarily distract your eye. Like this. Giving them ample time to get things thought up, please have them push from the bag. I know. Needs work, huh? I implore you, you must watch me very closely, you must watch me very carefully, and you must watch me under the utmost scrutiny. Because the way I perform this illusion, I cheat more than anyone. I'll place the egg in the bag like this. I'll reach into the bag in the same deft, fluid, snake-like, dare I say, graceful movement, and turn the bag inside out to show the egg has absolutely irrevocably vanished. Now, there are skeptics, no doubt, who will doubt that at any time the egg was in the bag. Yet those of you who will observe will find the egg has always been in the bag. Now, no, not yet. I'll tell you when. I'll give you a cue for a spontaneous burst, a wild applause, and hysterical scream. But until I do, perhaps so there can be no chicanery outside of my control, so there can be no tomfoolery outside of my control, so there can be no prestidigitation outside of my control, perhaps Jim, you'd be so kind as to assist me. Would you mind? Can we have a big hand, Mr. Jim Stafford? I'd like you to place a finger on the outside of the bag to hold it taut thusly.
Gotcha.
Have you done this before?
Never.
Did that extremely well.
Thank you.
I'm going to place the egg here in a state of suspension here. Now, Jim, I ask you, can you see the egg?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. It's quite simple. It's right there, isn't it?
See the egg.
Gets a lot more complicated, folks. Can the audience see the egg? Yes. Am I here by myself? Can the audience see the egg? Yes. I don't know if you people understand. You see, what I need to hear is razor-sharp precision. When I say, can the audience see the egg, I want to hear, yeah, and then out. Like that. This is your last chance. Can the audience see the egg? Yes! It'll have to do. Jim, I ask you, have we ever met before?
Nope.
No, indeed we have not. I'm going to pull this much on the bag to cause the egg to drop into the bag. Did you see the egg drop into the bag?
I saw it.
Yes, indeed you did. Did the audience see the egg drop into the bag? Yes! Better. Now, I don't want you to leave, but I'm going to take this bag for just a moment, please. This good gentleman who will testify in any court in land we've never met before in our entire natural lives hold bags that are thing to it.
That's true.
And yet, reaching into the bag in the same death graceful snake-like liquidy fluid motion, I'll turn the bag inside out one more time to show him in close range, take us once again irrevocably vanish. Jim, ask you one more time to re-ascertain for the benefit of those in the audience who are not in the first place we've never met before in our entire natural lives, have we not? The answer is no, regardless of the question.
That's right.
Would you reach into the bag and tell me what you find?
Sure.
The egg, yes. Thank you. Give that a hand for my assistant. Thank you, Jim.
Get him next time around. Oh, that's a new picture too.
That ain't a daggone picture. What are you talking about?
This picture here.
Oh.
This now. Now I get to see what all Stacy painted.
I wonder if I see this in the work.
I'm going to try to do this.
Oh, we need to use mine.
Oh, Eugene's not here?
Yeah, oh, mine.
So it's another year Eugene don't walk out. Hopefully he pops up for Christmas.
No, of course
I mean, I even post on the internet that he's like Area 51. He doesn't exist. He only pops up unless there's a video game. Yeah. And I said, lol, hee hee, that's Eugene for you. Even during the hurricane, he found a backup plan. A friend had a backup generator to play video games 24/7. I said, Eugene's a magician and don't even realize it. He has a backup plan like Copperfield and all the others. If something malfunctions, you got plan A, plan B, plan D, E, F, G, H, I. That's a neat rug. There's a boom box. Smiley face. I don't understand what you're thinking. That's a nice collar. To put right. You know, it looks like my Logic tube I had like that. Got all the different colors. Yeah. Oh, it worked. You know what I've seen? They got this miniature this size, look. It only plays FM. And you put the batteries in it and you put it in your ear, and you hear FM radio. And it's just a small miniature radio, this small, Tony, for $1. I was like, wow, I don't got no money on me. I spent it on that Harry Potter movie.
What? What are you wrapping? I can't wrap anything. I don't have any wrap.
Well, she's not rapping. You don't hear her rapping, do you? You'd hear music going. Get it? Rapping? Rapping, MC Hammer, rapping, get it? Hey, you did like the kids at the church. Paul Taylor did that and all the others. That and doing googly eyes.
I'm dead on it mad.
And Mrs. Graff's son Sammy was doing the moose ears on someone.
Are you coming to my birthday party?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Because you're going to have to get Chuck E. Cheese's. No. That's not your birthday party. That's just your dinner. Your birthday party's here.
Oh, that's neat. That looks like that NASA thing where you watch it on air. If I know Miss Story wanted Miss Story. If I know when you like dog shows, I would. That thing's on all the time on the Animal Planet. I recorded a whole tape of it. Is it safe to go in there or not?
No, don't go in there. Safe to never thought of that.
Oh,
it's not painted in there.
It's not painted. Birthday present.
Christmas.
Oh, Christmas
You
present.
can't be in here though, for real.
Oh, okay.
Because if you come in here, Stacy says she's taking everybody's Christmas presents back.
But you just went in there.
I went in there because I haven't seen my presents. The presents I bought yesterday were in there. Because Stacy said I had to wrap them.
Okay. Hey Eugene, we almost caught Tony in a typo.
That's not funny.
Yeah. Here, show me. I don't want to be invisible.
I'm going to take the cheese off.
Take the cheese with I got the DVD of Harry Potter Alakazam. The 2-disc thing. I'm having fun with it. The second one is like you can play video games and behind the scenes and go through a map and everything. It's kind of neat.
I'm taping your stomach.
Stomach?
Hey, Dad!
As you used to me.
This is a fat stomach. Right there.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming up. Cool. And we're doing your celebration on Saturday because everybody's going to be off no one's going to be off. Yeah.
Let me film you doing the exercise thing. Oh, okay. Like Andy and all them, they've been doing that almost every time when I videotape they show their stomach. And I said, yeah, Andy, I see. You've been peeking out during the holidays.
Did you want to see something? Me and my brother did it. Me and Buddy did it.
Yeah, I see.
No, come here. What?
Oh, what's the picture of Santa Claus on there?
Here. Hold on, sis.
Oh, I can
Buddy
actually...
did this part, I did this part.
Who did what now?
Buddy did this one, I did up this one.
Oh, that's pretty. You guys do good. I'd be sloppy. I can't do things neat. Tommy does good woodworking, too. Oh, wow, that fan works.
Keep it cool in here.
Cool means awesome, dude.
I mean, like, cold.
Oh, okay. Jessica and Johnny were doing shadow puppets. Yeah, right.
I'm not. I haven't ate at all today.
Oh, you're like Andy, only eats one meal a day.
No,
Because he doesn't like the school meals for some reason.
I'm talking about the stupid Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh.
Or lunch, whatever it is.
Well, I haven't ate hardly. All I had was shore today. Because I wanted to make sure I was hungry.
I haven't ate anything, and I'm hungry.
Although when I get back home, I'm going to eat a lot because I'll make up for what I didn't eat a lot then.
Yeah, right. You're gonna eat a lot here.
Yeah. The last time I didn't eat much here, just the rolls and everything, because I ate something over the Story's house. So I wanted to make up the difference so that I didn't eat. I just had an short day, so I should be hungry enough to eat here.
Hey, but the time you're done here, the food's gonna be gone there.
Well, last time this Story actually saved me a piece of pie, pumpkin pie. And I said, hey, I just had some over there, and some chicken, but that's about it. They're going to have it over Andy's house is where they're going to have it.
I'm gonna the turkey with sweet bread.
Eugene, Banshee helped Tommy make
Did
a
you already
chocolate
get my birthday
cheesecake.
present?
I'm working on it.
What are you doing?
I gotta look around. Mr. Story's got it on the list.
Oh, you know what I really
She wrote
want?
on the list. Between 4:30 and 4, Cheryl and Emma will pick me up to go to over here for Thanksgiving. And then Bobbie Page's birthday present. And she used it. Can I use your pen again? I gotta write something else. Thank you. Yeah. See? Like that. I forgot to record the Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, but lucky it airs again. I'm gonna try to record it again.
That's okay. We got it.
You got Three Ninjas Knuckle Up? I know there's Three Ninjas Kickback, then Three Ninjas,
You know what I really want for my birthday?
then there's Three Ninjas Knuckle Up. There's three of them all together. The Three Ninjas are these three teenies, Tum Tum, I forgot the other two guys, but they're all brothers and they learn the
You know what I
karate.
want for my birthday?
What?
A secret diary.
Secret Diary?
Yeah, it has a special marker. It has black light. It has the diary. And I really want that for my birthday. I wanted it for Christmas, but I changed my mind. I want it now.
Well, if you want to, do you know anybody who's going to get it?
Yep.
Oh, you do know?
Yep. You.
Me? I'll look around.
It's
see if
only $20.
I don't know how much Miss Story's going to let me spend on, because I have a certain limit.
After you can use $20. You'll pay them for back. Like 10 of that. 10.
I already did something that already. I used the 20 to get the first DVD of Harry Potter, and then I had an extra 5 left because the pastor said, if anybody wants the military appreciation day on DVD or VHS, sign up here and write to check the goodness of the church. And if you have $5, and he opens up his coat pocket. The money comes to me, and everybody laughs. Because it makes the pastor rich, yeah. But I picked the DVD, $5. So, yeah, I'll get that on tape. Just started the Sunday morning one, and then the David Carter did the other. But,
yeah, you're gonna wrap it in front of me.
yeah, Presidents is right.
What is it?
Hey, what?
Get out here.
Why?
What are you going up here for?
Well, okay.
This is my little swing.
Little swing. Swing. The characters are like, they all start with D. Their father's Duck. I know I get it.
Larry.
No, I had it memorized. It's not David.
Larry.
Their son, their youngest son is Daniel Carter.
Harry, you have a hair.
Daniel character.
Larry.
Daniel character. Daniel Driley and Daniel character are like friends. I mean, they're friends together. I should have brought my camera at the time. I would have had them on together. See, there's Debbie Carragher, Doug Carragher, Debbie Carragher, and their son Douglas is the oldest, and Daniel Carragher. I'll get it right. Yeah. Yeah.
She don't really want to know about people she don't even really know, okay?
At our church?
Yeah.
Well, when they run into them, it'll pop in her memory.
Give me the camera.
Just remember the 3Ds. Douglas and Daniel, well, Debbie and Douglas and Daniel, I'll get it right.
Give me the camera.
There you are.
Give me
I
the
wanna-
camera. I want to see.
I haven't filmed you yet, like everybody else. There you go, he's running the marathon. Can William do it? Can Buddy do it?
How are we doing that?
He's riding a horsey. That's a horsey, William, don't you know that? Giddy up, horsey. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
We need to know a little for cookie cutters, but we are making air freshener. This is an applesauce. Cinnamon in. Pumpkin pie taste. Applesauce and 3 boxes of applesauce. Then you flat it. Then you cut sheets out of it. We had some circles
Oh, wow.
and cookie cutters.
Wow.
At our house.
You make everybody hungry on the tape. And everybody say, oh no, William made me hungry, and now I gotta raid the refrigerator and cabinets. Yeah. Popsicles?
They
Popsicles?
make the air freshener.
Oh, okay.
We get the air freshener out of it. We have one.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
There you go. Sister and brotherly hug. Yeah, hug. There you go.
get off me, Dum-Dum.
Dum-Dum.
Get off me,
See, ain't that
Dum-Dum.
a cartoon character?
No, it's what, you know,
Captain, SpongeBob SquarePants movie's gonna be coming out soon.
Bobby, you know that,
That in the motion picture of Fat Albert.
I remember that one, that movie where he ran past that door, and 2 people had the same name, and one down, and he was called Dork. Good Dork.
Knight Rider guy, David Hasselhoff's gonna make a cameo appearance in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, so that's where all your toys are. Okay.
That's what I want for my birthday. SpongeBob. She wants a free school thing. We trying to get the ball over and tear them up, make an inflation hat. But she wants that, and that's way too many. Good at that? She wants a way too many.
Andy and Banshee know how to put things together. I can't do it. I'd have to read the instructions, but you guys, you can just look at it and put together. That takes good brains.
Don't give me a little watch.
It's William. He's walking on water.
I can really walk on water. Hey,
You can.
hey, did you see this one? Did you see this one yet?
That's what the. Yeah, she told me that you made that one. That's a good one, and she done that one.
I put it just like when I was on the rapper. Because on the rapper he was in the middle and then we're on the corner. No,
Corner,
the
yeah,
bottom. I made it like on
the box.
Now look at our TV. Look at our TV. Look at our TV. There's like
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I put a swimming for like there, just swimming for
There.
there, and all the ducks and like.
That's neat.
And you know why you got the list in the thing?
Why?
Because he's tested. Because he's writing their names all the money he gives to away too. That's why he gets the list.
That's neat.
So
Hey,
all
life
the
preserver.
hate these things.
Now you're ready for SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Into the Water. David Hasselhoff, Knight Rider guy, Baywatch character. Yeah. Patrick, help! I'm drowning. Blah blah blah.
I don't like that one. Grandma! Is that from you, April?
She's doing presents now. Okay. Smiley face. They did a good job in here. That's neat. That's a good color pattern.
What? What?
I wanted to see what Stacy did, and I wanted to get it recorded, and I see what she did. Tony was telling me what all she did. She did a yellow and all that. You know, this reminds me of the Partridge Family. You got the red, your greens, and yellow, like the bus and everything. And they have smiles on the bus. Hey, do you suppose subconsciously she did that? She was thinking about the Partridge Family, or is it just a pure coincidence?
Blue
Yeah.
and green. We got lemon. We got yellow. We got yellow, red, blue, and green. That's awful. Yeah. I know what the number 6 looks like.
What is it?
I don't know if that looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
4. 1, 2.
2. How far can you count up to?
112.
That's a lot.
That's the last number.
As far as I get up to is maybe 100, and after that, I don't know. I'll get lost in the middle.
Count my 10.
What that? All right.
If you count by 10, you'll get to 100 faster.
All right, count by 10.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 21.
Nope. You got 90 right, but you got to remember 100. After 90 comes 100.
90, 100.
Yeah. Now say 10s again.
10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 90.
Oh man, now you're doing like Donna's story, you're going so fast you're not thinking.
10 times 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Bingo! You did it.
102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 112, 109.
Can you count by 5?
Bobby, I count to 109.
Batman.
And one of my students at school has this shirt too.
Oh, that's neat. You guys look alike.
Danny.
It says do not enter, so we ain't entering.
Don't take it off.
No, because I think Stacy put that up there.
Do me to jump off here?
No.
Why?
Andy does kind of stuff like I said, no, I don't dare you, Andy, because I don't want you to break your bones. But Andy goes, I'm tough. I said, well, you may be tough, but you're no stuntman.
You're not Superman.
Yeah, no.
What that means? Not your Flash where he runs fast. And he can run in the air, you know that?
Who?
Flash can run in the air.
Yeah.
Flash can run in the air with that.
Yeah. I think it's being called Wham.
Yeah. Want a bowl of cereal, honey? Yeah, on the Shrek cereal.
Shrek cereal.
Yeah, Shrek cereal.
Everybody, I think Shrek's in. Everybody wants to see. Well, what movie is that? Oh, that's what that is.
20 years is an impressive record.
You bet it is, and I want to make sure that it stays. Oh, a wise guy, eh? I'm keeping a special eye on you, Pooch. Pooch? Why, Scooby's just playing, officer. Marley, we just need some help finding the computer lab. The lab is 3 buildings down the left. And keep your dog off the back. Yeah, we like it too.
Hey, here's a small piece of meat. I hear Frankly, the little cat. Here's Frankly the cat.
Let me film what? Oh, film the Pokemon. Does it glow in the dark?
No, I don't know.
Looks like it might if you put a black light on it. Stay black against stay black is action shadow. The hollow screen was real good. They had a lot of black art principles. I recorded behind the scenes of it, which kind of came in handy because Tommy knew where to go to other areas we didn't know, the Pompeii and all the others. The Pompeii one is what got me. That in that 3D
Did you all pick one?
they blend in the background.
Get the one with the whole thing on every side.
I don't know which one that is. That one? Okay. That one. Is that your favorite character?
Yeah. That one.
I'm pointing to it.
That one too.
That one too.
I like all the boys ones.
Wow, that's cool.
A really freaky looking thing.
Hey, that's neat. You got your own little tent. Buddy's little tent.
Control and manipulate electrical objects.
Electrical objects.
Where did it come from?
Last level was really hard.
It was?
Last level on the games are hard. You know why? Because it's twig. Because it's got a whole bunch of monsters that they already fighted.
Wow.
And they come back alive. Oh man, he did that move.
Is a threat for the entire world. Can you show us how this laser works? You can show them the demo, but don't stop the game. Yes, sir.
But Jackie's in a red shirt on a pig shirt, but
I've seen that done before. A turkey as the star of the show.
That's really cool, Joe. I'm a huge baseball fan myself. Yeah, good taste, Fred. I think it's a
Gobble,
great
gobble, gobble.
world.
Cecil Lee does a good turkey sound.
That's right. The Scooby game has 10 levels. You need to battle monsters or villains while trying to find a box of Scooby snacks on each level.
Where'd the fish go?
Come on.
first level is easy. Hey, if you go on the first level, it's easy.
Okay,
Really? Oh, I know there's fish in there. Playing hide and seek on
Hey,
it.
if you on the
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
if you go in the first level, it's really easy. It's got American flag and rocket.
American flag and rocket ship?
Yeah, in the first level.
Cool. How would you believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
That's one of the days what got through the game.
Gerald, you put soap in there? Okay.
See, it was on that table, but it went into the game.
Yeah, I see.
Watch.
International Science Fair. Wow, that's
What
a
up?
brand. It will be a reward for all their talent and hard work on the laser
Hey,
project.
wait.
Could
Hey,
you jealous
look
of
back
that
at
cheaper
the
paper conference?
I can just see
As a teacher, being able to guide young
Yeah,
minds
go
to
close
the
and you can see all the lines in it.
All right, speaking of rewards, is it possible to
It's
get
in the
the
game.
40 sacks out of the game?
Two reviews already. Yeah, it is cool.
Groovy! Is that the way the virus came out of the game, Larry? Yeah, it was pretty scary.
If it's just a computer virus, what harm can it do in the real world?
From what we observed last night, this virus has the potential to steal every computer program in the world.
And the virus made a telephone come to life, which attacked Eric. Oh.
Kept coming toward us. We truly starved. Then I held up a magnetic dial in the fence. It seemed to have an adverse effect on the virus.
Yeah, and it seemed like the magnet weakened him, like Kryptonite, Superman.
Superman's on the ship too. Not even here.
I think they're just making things
Check the kit.
out of that.
Find him anyway. Oh, I don't know. Some of this old junk could be very valuable.
Is there birds in there? Do they say anything yet?
No, I don't have time to look at it. What's your favorite color? I don't know.
Every time?
What's your favorite color?
Roy G. Biv.
What do you think?
Roy G. Biv.
It's a color. You have to say a color.
Rainbow color.
You have to pick one.
All right, red. So I like all the colors of the rainbow. Why?
What's your favorite color?
Pink,
I like green.
green,
I like tree green.
green.
Alright, this shirt. This is what you have. If you are green, or red, this is what it means. According to Julie, our color expert, you should wear red if you want to pump up the energy and stir up attention. That's what it means.
Is that what it means?
What's your favorite color? My favorite color? It's green. Green? Alright. Green is the color of the sky.
Missed it. You're like Andy. Yeah. Who looks like Santa Claus?
Shaggy did, but you missed it.
Well, if it's on tape, I can always see the part over.
Yeah, I heard about
Hey,
this
up here, huh?
virus.
Something's not
I
fun.
think some kind of college prank.
Especially Nothing like that. Bobbie. Bobbie.
Hey, what's this? Zoinks! I've still got the magnet Professor Kaufman gave me.
You had that magnet with you all this time and forgot about it?
Yeah, I guess I was too busy being scared.
Uh-oh. He's going to be drawn into
What's
this.
wrong with Cybershed?
to do with that magnet?
Here, the cyber band is made of electromagnetic energy and therefore affected by the magnet, just like a phantom virus.
What's this about a magnet? Hey, we have a way to beat the virus.
That's just like the guy who goes, I got him where I want it.
We need your gang to stay here. You don't want us to help you?
We wouldn't want you to get hurt by the magnet again. Magnet? What are you talking about? Oh, never mind.
This is like action and videos. The tiger, my two Scooby, Scooby-Doo, they get the bill, put it in the book. I get him where I want him. But, where is he? And then he falls down a waterfall. Just, right, going.
Don't film nothing. You're gonna film. Or you'll be filming just your lap. And you'll see a dark spot and say, who's filming what?
You can film.
This is a 5-pound camera, so it's going to weigh a lot. You need to put your shoes on. They told you need to put your shoes on.
Don't tell me what to do!
I'm filming you, William. Yeah, I filmed you.
What's this?
Yeah, I see.
Cool, ain't it? Cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
I can do the jungle thing, but I can't.
Yeah.
I can do the jungle. I can do the jungle thing, but I can't now.
You can't? Jungle swing.
There's a jungle swing. You don't know what the jungle swing is? So where you hang from there and you grab one of these and you go, whoo.
Oh, okay, with the circle thing on them? Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
I can call these. You hold them still,
Oh, okay.
Can you swing me?
Well, I thought you were going to see how far you can jump out of the swing. Yeah, that's good.
You try.
No, I did that I used to do that a long time ago, but I can't do it anymore.
What?
Because me, Cheryl, and Stacy used to have country to jump the furthest, but I can't do that anymore. Donna and them try it. They do it. Yep, you did it. And
They couldn't do it?
yeah, you lay on your stomach like you're Superman and all that stuff, you know.
What? They couldn't do it? They couldn't do it?
They could do it. It's just I could jump the furthest, although I can't do it anymore. But, see, I could jump the first, but they were good with the acrobatics stuff. They used to do flips on the bars and stuff like that.
Hey, I know it's one before.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I know it's one before, but it's not am.
Yeah. Getting all angles of the illusion. There you go. Yeah. When Copper makes a jet disappear, one person is like those movie people can figure things out, like going through a bump his head and stuff. Yeah. And about DVD Easter eggs on Google.com and webcolor.com.
That looks like a lobster steak.
That George Lucas makes an appearance when Luke Han Solo throws him something, a package at the guy or something. That's Han Solo. I mean, that's George Lucas in disguise. All this stuff. They put it under DVD Easter egg. But they combine it all together now. Or DVDs got their own stage select. You can get further in games and stuff that's on DVDs. Video game-wise or movie-wise, got video games in them. Or stage select in them when you do the DVD Easter egg. I always wondered if DVDs had like video games like CDs do, like Sega CD and all that, and Sega Genesis cartridges and Nintendo and all that, and they do. I was right on target. Yeah. But anyway, at Robert Rew website, where he exposes all Coffer's secrets, he says, you notice when Coffer makes a jet disappear, you only see the front side of it. You never get to see the back side of it. So when magicians perform, they need to show completely around the illusion from back, front, side, all angles, and then vanish the object and question. And that way, nobody can't question that it vanished. What are you doing?
I'm coming back up. Because it's told me about it.
Yeah. It's like when they made the train disappear. Floated up in midair and vanished in midair. They said, you notice we don't get to see the back side. We only see the front side and the side towards where the camera's aiming. That we never get to see what the inspector saw on the other side. Yeah. That's exactly what Penn and Teller did when Penn ran over Teller. It was an illusion on the Mack truck. And they only showed one side of it, and what it is, they had fake rubber tires on it, and fake rubber tires that looked real. And on the side that they didn't show, they had a fake audience saying that it looked scary over there, and it's all weighted, a whole bunch of weights on that side, so that Teller will be fine.
I think it's my CD player, you know that?
Do what?
I might just play with it.
Yeah.
I like my big game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like
Oh, hi.
That's
Very funny. Oh, you want to see if you can swing the furthest and jump the farthest?
all this is.
I was telling William that...
I think I'm getting too big.
I was telling William I used to do that. With me, Cheryl, and Stacy used to have a contest to jump the furthest.
What?
Me, Cheryl, and Stacy, when we were little, we used to see who could jump out to swing the furthest.
Honey, I can jump off.
Yeah.
What?
I can't do it now, but I used to.
Yeah, I jumped off.
Oh, you jumped off? I used to go I used to jump the furthest than Stace and Cheryl, but, oh, wow, that was good. I used to jump about that far, about where you just jumped. But the thing is, Cheryl and Stace were better in the acrobatic stuff. They had those little circle bars, and they could do a flip, and then Stacy would do a flip on there.
Oh,
oh, okay, you know, okay.
Uncle Bill.
That's one thing I can't do. I used to do like a summer, or what do you call that? You put your head down and you do a roll. Or whatever you call that thing.
Uncle Bill, look! I'm going higher.
Yeah. Andy jumped out of the swing. He's pretty good.
Hey, we don't...
Donna's pretty good, too. She jumps pretty good.
We saw the clouds going.
I don't think Banshee's jumped out of the swing yet. But he can swing pretty high, though.
Get back here! Don't bounce!
Andy's good at balancing. Because at one of the parks we were at the zoo park, he was keeping his balance through the whole thing. I had to keep falling off, getting back on. I said, what are you, Spider-Man? Spider-Boy? He goes, yep.
You didn't get my ear warm.
That's good.
Hey, that's my mosquito down here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, here comes Buddy. Let's see what he's up to. What illusion is he going to do? Film every angle of the illusion so they can say that it really vanished, that they can't question it, that it really disappeared. There's a lot of people on the website that, did you notice when Copper made the Learjet disappear, you only saw one side of it, you never got to see the back side of it? They said that was Siegfried and Roy's elephant vanish. I'm thinking, well, maybe you ain't allowed to see the back side. Yeah. Even when Penn and Teller got ran over by a Mack truck by Penn, you only saw one side of it. Yeah. Someone ought to do an illusion where they show the day or night, have cameras on all angles, filming it all at once, and boom, it's gone. And then the critics can't say, well, okay, it vanished. And they can't say their favorite line. Well, did you notice we only saw a slight angle of it? Did you notice that we only saw the sheet, not the train, or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, we only saw one side of the train? Yeah.
Is she pretty?
Yeah, she looks familiar.
It's Ashley Simpson. Pretty. Oh, no, pretty.
I see the Olsen twins in there, too, I see.
I saw, my friend had a magazine.
Yeah.
Had a magazine, and it said that Ashley, did crack.
Olsen twins?
Mary Kate. That's what I read.
Those rumor mills again, gossiping.
No, it didn't even have real or rumor up there like that.
It didn't have it like that?
No.
Is it one of those World Weekly ones?
It was like, something like, something like that.
Oh, okay. Because Polly's story, I was reading something about Christopher Reeve, and before I could finish reading it, she goes, don't read that. That's gossip. No, he didn't fake his death. He died due to a virus and all that stuff. I said, I know, Polly, but I wouldn't even question it. I just wanted to see what it said. Here, put that magazine back up. I mean, can you imagine I go to read, I saw one in the store. If I was thinking if Polly was there, she'd probably put it back. The aliens have done it again. They saved Christmas. And I'm thinking, I want to see what this is. And then next you know, I didn't get a chance to read it because we had to hurry up. We're on a fast lane. They do checkout. I know one thing, Andy's going to like what he's getting, but I can't say. Mr. Story and Mrs. Story, and his mom went all out on the Andy and all them. But I can say this, Sherry said that she's going to take all of what Tommy's games that they gave him, that Tommy gave him, of the Sega Genesis CD, and all the games in there, Night Trap and Double Switch, motion picture one, and give it to that game company that the electric boutique over that way. Everybody would have, I think, Farm Fresh is or wherever that way. Anyway, they'll trade in, and then she's going to get them more games of the other thing. And Banshee going to get something else, and then, I don't know, there's a lot of things that Sherry's got an idea to do.
Done?
Yeah.
Oh. I can't read this out here. Hey, look.
Can you climb up that? You want to climb up there?
I'm bouncing.
After that, let Tony do it.
Hey, I'm bouncing. Hey, yeah.
Oh, Tony's not going to climb the ladder? Oh, well.
Hey, yeah. Film me.
Film you jumping?
Look.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, don't jump yet, Bobby. Buddy. Okay. All right, now jump. Batman to the rescue.
Batman.
Let's see Bobby who can jump the furthest. Tony jumped pretty good. Now let's see if Bobby can do it. I was just telling William, and I was telling Buddy, and I was telling Tony. I was telling Tony that Carolyn, there's a lot of swing. You let Tony swing on it.
Yeah, but she's better than Bobby.
Tony, well, actually, now that I think about it, she was on the other one. She wasn't on that one. Now that I think about it. I was telling Tony and William that...
Look at the sky!
Okay, I'll look at the sky. Wow, pretty.
I'm touching the clouds.
Yeah. Anyway, gotta go to St. anyway.
Hey, film me. Jump one more time.
All right, let me get a long shot. There we go. Geronimo! Geronimo!
Sit and a stand. And then we're going to say gay.
Tony jumped pretty far. I was telling Tony I used to do that, and Bobby too. And Cheryl and Stace used to do it too when we were kids. Wow, she's going so fast she lost her shoes. That's a neat illusion. She lost her shoes.
Can you give me your... Priscilla, give me my shoes! Give me my... Give me my shoes first! Give me my shoes now,
I'll get them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, tickle me Elmo. Yeah.
Hold on. Get off the swing. Hey, let's do a trick.
Andy wants that dancing Elmo.
No, right?
Andy wants the dancing Elmo.
Sit on my shoulder. We're doing our trick.
Oh, you gotta... Oh, wait a minute, I gotta get a back shot on this to get everybody in. Okay. And action.
Hold on.
Where's on? I'll hold it.
Buddy, hold me really tight. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, a few days ago I saw Evelyn I saw Freddie Barnes' mom Evelyn in the store.
That was a final trick.
I asked how Freddie and Debbie's doing, and she said they're doing fine. And she told me where she's staying at, and then she says, says you've gotten big, and I said, yeah, I know. Yeah. And then I introduced her to Mrs. Story and said, hi, how you doing? Your foot? Hey, William, let's see you swing on that like that. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Final trick.
Okay. The final illusion.